Hey guys, it's Seb from 3xOsc here, and in this video we're going to find out how to make a pluck sound in FL Studio using the 3xOsc. Now you don't necessarily have to use the 3xOsc, I'm just using it because it's an easy synthesizer to understand and it's a very lightweight plugin, that's why I like to use it. Now we're quickly going to find out how to make a pluck sound, but stay tuned until the end so you don't miss any necessary steps to get there. So let's dive into this lesson today. Now normally when you're building a project you usually start out with a melody or with a lead. Now I already prepared a quick lead sound with a very simple melody, and let me play that for you right now. As you can hear, that's very trancey. It's very simple, just some long chord notes. Someone corrected me in the comment section, I used to say chords, but it has to be chords, so thank you for that. Let's continue here. Now, to make a pluck sound, you really want to have that tickling feeling, so how do we create that? Now the first step you want to do is use the melody you created, whatever it is, and simply pick the chord layers, kind of like this one. So each melody has like these chord layers, and you generally want to use that and make a rhythm more like this. So these are just shorter steps, so it already gets a little bit more tickly and has more drive in it. That's typically what you want. So let's listen to this also. Now that's already shorter. You can even exaggerate it and make them even more short, like, let's see, I have to change this. I'm just doing it quickly just to show you guys. You can shorten the note like this and it already gets more ticklish. And you can also say, like, copy it like this, and it goes like this. Let me recover that. That's what we had. So you can shorten the notes in the piano roll that already has like a pluckish type of feeling to it. And when you have that, you go over to the synthesizer where we do some modifications. So let's assume this will be your pluck layer that you want to have a plucky sound for. Once we have that, then what you want to do is go to the 3xOsc, and then you have to enable here the gear, the detailed settings here, the gear icon, and just go to the envelope settings over here. Then you have to find the mod X. The mod X controls the cutoff. It's like this. And what we then want to do is we want to create a very short cutoff sweep that creates a ticklish feeling, and I'll show you that right away. What you want to do is close the attack over here, close the hold over here, then close the sustain, open the release, right click on the decay, that's the one we had left over here, right click on the decay, and set it to somewhere between 1 and 4 steps. So let's pick 2 this time. So the more steps you take, the longer the pluck will be. So if you want the pluck to be shorter, pick a shorter step. If you want it to be longer, pick a longer step. And also, we have to open up the amount over here, like this. There we go. Now, when we listen to it, it will still sound the same. But now when we use the filter knob over here, turning it all the way down, like this, the pluck starts to come alive. Now listen to this. As you can hear, that sounds already very plucky with just a very easy modification. So you can push this a little bit further, and let's say you want to change the tension of this curve so that it drops even more quickly, so the pluck sounds even more ticklish, like let's say something like this, or let's exaggerate, let's do it all the way down. So it goes from a very high frequency to a lower frequency very quickly, so it tickles even more. So listen to this. That really sounds plucky already, so that's really nice, a really nice effect that you may want to use in your songs. Now listen what happens when I open the filter over here. Using like the filter over here and opening it in your song, you can really make interesting build-ups and changes in your pluck sound. Now this is already very powerful, as you can see. This really sounds very nice, especially in like the trancey type of music, or even hardstyle, or even hardcore. There's also another trick I like to show you that you can also use for getting a plucky-ish sound, like that's over here at this wrench icon. And then you can use the time settings over here to change the length of the notes. So you don't have to do it manually on the piano, or you can also do it here with the time settings. And let me quickly recover the sound. So let's disable the envelope for now and open the filter, so we don't have the pluck sound going on right now. And I'm gonna play the sound, and then I'm changing the gate option over here at the time function. And let's listen what that does. Now the gate function, what I just said, controls the length of the note. So you really get these short type of notes. And in order for the gate function to be more audible, so that it stands out a little bit more, you don't want the volume release of the sound having a too long duration. As you could hear, I had to quickly jump over the volume envelope and change the release setting so that you could better hear what the gate function does. So when you close this completely, the sound is very tight without any release, so it's much easier to hear that. But yeah, these are basically the things you want to control. You want to control like the release of the volume. You want to control the filter envelope over here, so that you get really like that quick sweep that it really starts to tickle. And you want to play around with the gate option over here to make shorter notes or longer notes. So with these tools, of course there are more tools, but for now, for this video, let's just use these 3 tools. If you play around with that, if you use these, you can really easily make pluck sounds that sound very professional and very cool right for your track. So that's really good. Now, I didn't show you how I make this sound. I already made a lot of videos how to make sounds like this. Now, in order to get a lead like this, to get it sound like that, you really need to know what all these settings mean on the synthesizer. That's why I decided to write the Sound Design for Beginners guide. That's an exclusive guide released on Amazon that you can easily obtain to get all the essential basic settings on a synthesizer, so that you know what they do, how they work, and why you should use them. So if you haven't yet, click the link in the description down below. That will help you get a better understanding of what everything means you just found in here. Also, I encourage you to watch previous videos of mine that go in more depth about how to get a sound like this. That being said, if you're curious about how I made this lead, maybe I can do a new video about it. Let me know that in the comment section down below. Now, if you don't want to miss any future videos, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That makes sure YouTube notifies you when I upload a new video. So if you like my content, make sure to do that, and I'll see you in the next video.